Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay.
Hey, it's Gabby the Game Night here. I am back playing some more Ace Attorney, Phoenix, Wright, Duel, Destiny, Maven, Busy, and he already said it.
Is my name in the title?
Yes.
Do I get royalties?
Oh, the audio may be a bit loud. I don't know what's that. You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. You're an ant.
I'm just excited. This is my first real court
Giant
case after
ant,
all.
Athena.
That's a weird kink, bro.
It's not. Yeah, we a ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena!
Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices?
I was trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters.
By scaring the daylights out of me?
No, I find that shouting, "I'm fine," and a loud voice really relieves stress. Pull my Curds of Steel voice workout, and a must before every trial.
You want me to shout? Here?
That's right. Here, I'll go first, then you try. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine!
Alright, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm fine. Huh. I think that actually worked.
I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time.
I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse?
The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. Oh my god, it's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
What's with all the racket, you two?
I pulled up my cut record by accident. Ah, Mr. Wright. It's a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit?
Oh, this? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all.
That's all? That's huge news. But why now?
I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon.
Apollo, you aren't selling well enough. They need me again.
But we can talk about that another time.
Your name isn't in the title anymore. No fair, inquiring minds want to know. Wow. So used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. They had to make a whole model just for that one flashback. That suit makes him look like $1 million.
By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case?
Yeah, he's serving time. But before that, he was a prosecutor. He also used psychology?
That's right. I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he can make even the most stalwart defendants confess.
Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all.
So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much.
I knew it was gonna be bad news.
It's probably just hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake.
Wait, so is it true or not?
Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is.
That's what I'm gonna tell too.
So, are you all ready?
No,
It might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring.
no. Wait, that's right. I'm fine.
I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, let's do this.
The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low. But that's nothing new. Believe in our client. Seek the truth. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Mary Tenma. Here comes justice. Alright, thanks for watching. April 18th, 9:30 a.m. District Court. Courtroom. Number 4. I gotta get my judge voice back in. And I gotta figure out the Blackwell voice, because I think I have a rough idea in mind, but I haven't practiced it. Goes now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor.
So you want to do the prosecutor too?
Yes, that was my plan.
Oh, cool.
I know that big booming voice anywhere. Shivers everywhere, Mr. Justice. Yeah, I've been alternating all the prosecutors almost every game.
If you want me to take him, I don't mind.
I did Edra thing Godot, and you did Franziska and Clavier, that's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, who's the young lady next to you?
I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner, fresh out of law school.
Well, now, full of beans, too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Now, for the prosecution. He's not here. Prosecutor's not ready yet.
John Cena?
No, therefore, I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Prison? Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot that he's currently serving fucking time. What is this? Oh, it's a full cutscene. Yeah, he's an inmate. I have no idea what he sounds like, but I'll make up my own shit. Can he speak here? Maybe that'll give me an idea for a voice. I don't know if he could speak here. It's a lot of blood. No, you're not gonna speak here? So gonna have to make shit up? I'm probably gonna do a voice that's I'm probably gonna do a voice that's completely different from what he actually sounds like later.
He didn't say anything anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking like a deep voice or something. I don't know, I'm not very good at deep voices. I'm not sure if I'm very good at voices at all.
I was gonna make him French.
The French samurai?
Thought it would be funny.
Oh! Hello, I will cut off your head! Can't do a French voice, why would I even try?
I don't know, but I don't do Apollo either, so...
Who's that with his back to us over there?
That's him, I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell.
My voice is gonna be destroyed by the end of this if I do that voice. Oh well, is the prosecutor ready? This voice may be changing on the fly early on. Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Ah, of course, forgive me. Why are all the people led to this case so scary? Very well, Prosecutor Blackwell. Opening statement, if you please. What's the matter? Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It's all right. It is all right here in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless. Pointless? Well... Looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. But, we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Well then, your boldness. If it's so very important, why don't you do the honors? Oh, me? There's a tone for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things. And then decide they no longer want them when it's theirs. A selfish old fool. Huh?
Wait, what was the prosecution? Was that the prosecution's opening statement?
Old doodles such as you plague upon the young.
Daughters.
Fuck off. I pity your poor grandchildren, as your great-grandchildren. All these years I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace. What? He actually fell for that?
That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about.
Opening statement, huh? Let's see here. The victim was one Rex Cupid, ultimate of Ninetales Vale. You all know what's talking right now. Can you grab me a drink? And if Darren Timber, mother of Timbertown, mayor of Timbertown, is accused of the murder. And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested? By his principal on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive. The elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his dog was in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. So, in a nutshell, I would say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible. Controvertible. Poor for your boldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head. Oh, flattery will get you everywhere. Oh, this guy's probably British or something.
Do we actually hear his voice?
Well, when he says, like, objection and stuff.
Yeah.
And if
Objection, Mike.
Objection.
Objection,
Your
Golf.
boldness.
Objection, bro. He's playing Simon Says with the judge.
Moving right along now. Until our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright. God, I'm doing all the voice in this case, aren't I?
I offer to take the prosecutor. This is on... No, I'm doing Athena.
Oh yeah, you're doing Athena.
And you get to do Widget.
Yeah, I do half of Athena. I'm more like 20% at best. Witness, please state your name and occupation. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll be keeping tabs on old Blackwell there. I also heard you would provide protection if it ever came to that. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Wait, expecting who from what? Still, I truly believe that anyone can turn the life around, even Blackwell here. Oh! Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. Ha ha ha! That's the spirit! Justice must be swift and true! I see it in your eyes! There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society! I will never give up on you! Never gonna give you up!
Prosecutor Blackwell didn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright.
You know what they say, ignorance is bliss.
So that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious.
Now let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright. You got it, but first I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. Okay, so isn't there a line in this game about Paul's last name literally being Justice? Alderman Cubey was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Denmark, were found on the murder weapon.
Thanks to fingerprints.
At the time, Alderman Cubey was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Denmark attacked this helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. Alderman Cubey had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug? That's right, the accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped on a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's the autopsy report to prove it. And the victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear? Managed to attack his attacker despite being attacked by the said attacker? That sounds almost superhuman. Is that even possible? Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him. I dare redo that line, fuck you. Not so fast, don't try and brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear? Never heard of the incredible feats of which a man is capable in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai view, wrestlers can battle their intense pain, sharp as their senses. I should talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. I don't know, it still sounds a lot far-fetched. Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade. I didn't sign up for this. And so your life is spared, for now. Please let those shackles be made of titanium, I don't want to die. Ha ha! My investigation has the foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright! I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest! Accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree, your baldness? But the defendant is found guilty by the minute. Yet the judge lying to the guilty verdict and the trial's barely begun. What's more, curious the rumor about the accused making the rounds. They say he seeks the murder for the purpose of freeing Timotar from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards book. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he's raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman. Also, he's right that
all right. I heard he went to a blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to take a withdrawal.
Order, there'll be no gossiping in my court. Your boldness, please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear them meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Timotar. Then again, perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold! The lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment.
The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tinman have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement, I think.
Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
The prosecution will refrain from dragging our clan's reputation through the mud.
Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here. Whew, Dana.
Careful, Apollo. He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impression of
In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use? It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle. Two yokai, to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox, and on the other is Timotar. These were rendered in art. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Was the alderman wearing gloves? Name the crime scene for. That looks like no gloves. And that's no prints. So, no, I don't think so. Did the alderman really strike the bell? What? Are you questioning my sense of justice? The so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. The statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory. To prepare the defense as a counter-argument. Very well, so the defense thinks is odd about the detective statue theory. No fingerprints. No fingerprints. There are no fingerprints on the supposedly crucial piece of evidence. If you look at the crime scene photo, you'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves. Yes, I believe he's quite gloveless indeed. If you touch the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during the investigation, didn't you? Oh! This can't be happening! Did I arrest the wrong man?
You did it, Apollo. You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse.
That's a 1 point in our favor.
Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the alderman?
If it wasn't the alderman, I mean someone else was to club the mayor.
You mean there was a third party there in the Fox chamber?
Exactly, and this could be a big break we've been looking for. That doesn't be a hole in the prosecutor's argument. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion? The least he could do was look at me while being dismissive. Your mind's a dull and unowned blade, Justice Dono. Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks. To take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackwell. A rope such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship. There's a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell. There's a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that the blood-stained cloth found the scene of the crime. That blood, yeah, whatever. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's. So, what are you getting at? Hold your mind, boy. Why's the blood on the cloth? Solve that riddle and you shall see the hole you thought you found was but an illusion. Let's see, how was that cloth used? Was it used to wrap the statue? Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth and showed he wasn't touching the statue. You boy. There's nothing.
Apollo, don't let him start manipulating you, too. You just closed the hole for the prosecution.
I did? Yeah, I did! What? That a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints as plain as day. This also proves there are no holes out there the alderman striking back. Fuck. Oh, no. Now do you see how dull your mind is? I'll make sure to sharpen it next time. Probably a particularly frightening inmate once told me that. He always gently held his blade before he went to work, like the samurai of yore. Samurai? That's more like a homicidal maniac to me. Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time. Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef? It seemed that the victim and his killer were the only ones thereafter. That's kind of testing that whole now what?
Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it?
Whatever than that. Anybody could have not left prints on it. Who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady.
There's only one answer. The real killer.
Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you?
Oh, I'll give you evidence, all right.
I'll accidentally press a button. Do you know are you sure about this?
To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks, allegedly from a yokai, were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue.
Is the defense actually suggesting that some sort of monster killed the alderman?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
We're doomed. No, there he's lost with no credibility we had left.
Ah! Sorry. I guess I got carried away.
Oh, well, fuck. Mr. Just, we have no time to deal with objecting members of the defense. Sorry, Anna. It's that this kid's still a kid.
Ouch, you meanie. I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright.
So is this court to believe that the feathers and tracks from a yokai, as you put it? No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman. Interesting. I suppose the killer would do that. Why indeed? Major Justice, you as new to this as your partners. Ouch. This I'm not pulling Mr. Wright. Alright, Fulbright. Explain to us boldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and the why behind those feathers and tracks. What? You can explain all that? Oh! Our investigative powers is without equal! I'm sorry, I think I chose the wrong profession. Very well. So how about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks? Yokai feathers and tracks. Yokai feathers and tracks. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to cause his opposition to the municipal merger. Matt and my panicked when the amazing nine tails all been bowling the protesters. so he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. Strange feathers and drags he planted made him look like a yokai with the killer. Feather and tracks stoked the villagers' fears? Absolutely! He knew exactly how to prey on the superstitious minds. Those feathers only gave Wright to the idea that the ultimate was slain by a demon. The cursed demon Timitar, that is. Who? Timitar, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. It's bored. From a young age, the villagers were taught to fear the great black-feathered demon, and thus were blind to other more plausible explanations. Hold on for a second. Before you start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect? Mr. Joseph, please explain yourself. On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at Kibi Manor. And as part of this event, there's someone dressed in the likeness of Timitar. Obviously, this person is much more likely a suspect than any legendary demons. Dullard, you're playing right into the killer's mind games. What? In here, the feather and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believed the murder to be the work of the real Timitar. However, the police believed that the person in Timitar sued the killer. The Fed sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the ultimate, and thus a mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime. How? Do you honestly believe Matt Timmer would do something so stupid? Was that fucking British?
I barely heard it, I'm sorry.
No, I can't replay or anything. It's like, objection!
Damn it, I'm sorry.
I'm doing the same voice, fuck that.
Objection.
Objection! Your Honor. Fulbright, tell me about... Yeah, no, I'm not changing voices. Wright is the man's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-mojo movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice. But do the people of Ninetales really believe a yokai behind the crime? Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I must say, crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds. Something just fell.
Laundry basket.
Just so, in a particularly silver... Yeah, no.
Wait, why'd you change the voice all of a sudden? You
Yeah.
said you were sticking with the voice.
I was joking. Just so, a particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me. The innocent of heart are the easiest prey. You don't say. Was the inmate a con artist? No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap. Wait, so it wasn't the predator, but rather the prey? Yes, well, now then, the defense may proceed with the cross-examination. Feathers and tracks, feathers and tracks.
Wait, at some point this guy gets a falcon to ride on his shoulder?
Pardon?
I was trying to look up a clip of his objection. I guess it's from a later game because he's going against Phoenix. And he's got like a falcon with a bandana tied around his neck.
No, it's not a
shoulder.
later game. It's a later trial. He's not a prosecutor in the next game.
So then later on, still.
Yeah, but he said later game.
Okay, well, I mean, there's different games. I get they're not
Later
games.
trial.
Okay, good lord, semantic.
Yeah, semantics.
You want to hear the objection?
Semantics are important.
You want to hear the objection?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I hope nobody's doing voiceovers on this because that could be awkward. Also,
It
my
would be
computer's not
awkward.
that loud.
Objection. I don't know, I'm not changing the voice.
I didn't hear that much in it. Objection. It didn't sound British.
Oh, okay.
Didn't sound like what you're doing either, but objection.
It was definitely something. Objection.
Yeah, I did not hear British in that at all. No. Just
Yeah, no.
objection. No.
Yeah. Well, they see it in Bush.
Okay.
Still. But it doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder?
Also, he's gonna get a falcon at some point.
What do you mean?
Or some kind of raptor.
You claim that
It's
I
like a bird of prey. Oh, you weren't talking.
planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. So why not stop there? Why murder Alderman QB? Excellent point. It is, isn't it? Your Honor agrees there is no reason for the murder, correct? Oh, apparently Court's way to set its head again.
Objection!
Objection!
He just sounds like a high and mighty kind of. Perhaps
Yeah.
the killing was on the spur of the moment. It really doesn't fit him all that
Killing
well.
was on the spur of the moment.
Perhaps the killing was on the spur of the moment.
You're saying it wasn't premeditated? From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the man made a startling discovery. A startling discovery? I like the sound of that. Alderman QB's secret identity.
Apollo? I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder?
This is not good. Fuck, I pressed the button again. This passage forward discovered the crime scene. It's a mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. Therefore, we conclude that this mask was at the crime scene. Oh my, boy, would have been there? The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Need I say more? Well, could it really be? Your boldness has had an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex QB, was the amazing Ninetales. And the mayor's discovery of this fact was the murder for murder. Fuck. No! Order! A shocking development, a motive clearer than crystal clear.
What do we do now, Apollo?
I didn't think to tie the Alderman's secret identity to the man's motive for murder. And last, we've reached my real point. Why the Alderman had forged secret identity. So now pique your interest in your boldness. And May does is they had to create this other persona. So secretly participate in the anti-merger movement.
And it helps keep attention away from our first persona.
Very astute of you, your boldness. Right, now take a look at this! A valiant dearest life, you must 19-year-old Timothy. Now tell anyone about this threat. If you do, consider your dearest as good as dead. Oh wait, Fulbright was reading that. If you value your dearest life, your most Ninetales will timber down. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman QB's pocket. What? At present, the Alderman's wife is in the hospital. And that letter is clear evidence the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life.
Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma go missing? Right after the Alderman's murder?
I think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor for more. And planted it in the Alderman's pocket?
It's possible, but we don't have any proof that's what's happened.
Talk about it being up the creek without a paddle. Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he just left out planting the yokai things. He was knocked out cold by a sudden decision to kill the amazing Ninetales. So it was the amazing Ninetales counterattack that brought the entire crime to light. Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming the mayor killed the old man after planting the yokai evidence. The mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that. Detective Fulbright, please add that your previous statement to your testimony. Yeah, he killed the old man, then he planned the stuff and then killed the Alderman. That was it. I think so. So the blood is under the feathers and the footprints. So I don't think so. Detective Fulbright, sense of justice is anything but fair. What's this? Do you dare question my justice again? Yes, I'm gonna prove it to you. Take a look at this photo. This is the crime scene photo. What does it prove? It proves when the feathers and tracks were planned. But I already told you they were planned before the murder. The defendant planned the yokai evidence and knocked out while killing his victim. But that'd be impossible. Look right here. It's clear when the feathers and tracks are seen. Look over here. Are you pointing the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice? Yes. See how the feathers are on top of the blood and the tracks are made in the blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could only be resulted after the murder. The man must have planned the evidence after killing the Alderman. But you say yourself, the man had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There had been no time for him planning evidence at all. Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the man, the Alderman at the crime scene. Oh, there must be some mistake! Order! Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you? Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. Fact, I have an eyewitness's testimony for you. You do? But how?
Good job.
Was my fault that the judges really just half-baked?
He's taking this really hard.
Mr. Justice, why this testimony regarding the third party they claim to have? I have right here, Your Honor, the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness, Jinxie Tenma, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It is the demon Tenma Taro. He is the source of those feathers and tracks. Somebody please say something. The French will bring to court exactly what he means. You dare to mock the court and judge yourself! You're unfit to bear your name, boy! Here, boys. It appears that the defense attorney is delirious from exhaustion.
Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out. Oh, Miss Justice, I'm all ears, but you better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about? It's on this statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenma Taro. After she discovered the crime scene and called the police, she came around the corner in the hall, and it was around here that she saw Tenma Taro fleeing towards the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise. What? Oh, incredibly unjust! Why haven't I heard about this before? The defense proved there was someone else. So, there's something. What's that? Prosecutor is a convicted felon, after all.
Apollo, the momentum has shifted in our favor.
Good. Let's keep it that way. Objection! Little do you realize that though you're in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken. My sword? I didn't know I have one to break. Are you implying there's a problem with my claim? Consider this. The yokai impersonator had indeed fled to the foyer. That fool and that fop would have seen him. Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Phelps and the Bell. Now that you mention it. Well, Phineas Phelps and Fool and the Bell were in the foyer at the time. They haven't stared that they saw a yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared uncle's imagination? Why didn't those two see the Timothy impersonator pass by?
Why don't we ask them ourselves?
I'm just about to say that myself. No, I really was. The Finns would like to call Mr. Phineas Phelps caretaker of keeping man to the stand. I just know he must have seen something. I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the local police saw a monster. Does you have no objection to Miss Justice's request, Professor? Fuck. I trust you have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Blackwell. I can speak, I swear. I understand that Mr. Phelps is enjoying a nap out in the lobby. I knew that Tanuki was a rare find. But we capture him, and then they get in up a witness. Do with him as you will. Tate's captured? No, wait, I don't want to know. Very well then. Bailiff, please go make Mr. Phelps ask him to the witness stand. But before we deal with him, thanks for watching this episode of Gabby the Game Night. Like, comment, subscribe. Good service, and more importantly,
Objection.
good night.
Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, yay. Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.